turning onto a market perspective, how do you see the Central European and Eastern European markets? What if you have a view on crypto assets and crypto adoption? Because obviously stablecoins are kind of crypto assets, and that's where they come from. So what's your take on this thing? Even your personal take. How do you see the market now?
Yeah. So in terms of the markets, I think here I currently live in Austria, and I see that Austria has seen the opportunity and already positioned itself as the crypto hub here in Europe. So we have Bitpanda here for long years.
Yeah.
Now lately also Bybit and KuCoin decided to base their headquarters here in Vienna. And it's also interesting to look what are actually the factors that led them to base their headquarters here. And at least in my personal opinion, one element here is definitely a very skilled regulator that has a very clear set of rules. And I think that this is not good just for the kind of regulatory positioning of the FMA, our local regulator here, but also for the broader Viennese and Austrian economy, because also new jobs are created here. In terms of the CE markets, I see that there's a lot of potential. Crypto adoption is quite high in this market. I do see that the regulatory frameworks are still a bit behind MiCA, especially in countries that are not part of the EU and have not implemented MiCA. So I hope that this is also something that catches up soon. One strong reason why I believe that there is a big potential in the CE markets is also the IT savvy people, developer ecosystem. So I think that a lot of good things can be built in these markets. And I hope that these countries also see this as an opportunity to actually, promote their country, pass the regulation, and create a vibrant digital asset ecosystem.
Yeah, I see something similar. So it's very, very interesting to see what's happening in Vienna, because all these companies, I also recognize that most of them has, Bybit was, I think, the latest one, but I'm not sure by date. But yeah, it's really getting something there, and I think it's good because Hungary is also very close. So I mean, it's good for everybody, I guess, as well. And I also a big believer in the Central European market as well. We are kind of checking the numbers of all of the region, and these are really, really promising. I mean, how people are adopting these assets. So it's very, very interesting to see.
Yeah.
So
I mean, here in terms of the cryptocurrency adoption, I did some research a while ago, and we realized, or I think that every bank now is starting to realize, that a lot of the flows are actually from banks' bank accounts to crypto exchanges, to trading platforms, to people actually trading crypto. So I think that the sign is definitely there. Now it depends also from banks to banks how they plan to respond to that. But what's an interesting fact is also that when I did the research, I saw that 9 out of 10 trading platforms or investment platforms in the CE markets are offering cryptocurrencies. So I think this is not something that is somewhere else, something that we don't want to touch, something that is maybe more for nerds. This is becoming a part of a standard investment offering. And I think that it's also important that we realize this. Otherwise, banks, it's not just about the opportunity for banks here, it's also some kind of defense move not to further lose your clients that are switching to the other investment platforms that offer crypto. Also from the discussions with one of the Swiss banks, actually, they told me we started a crypto offering a couple of months ago, and we thought it's just going to be cryptocurrencies. But then people started really first with crypto, but then quite slowly, quite fast, actually, they started to also buy other investment instruments. They realized maybe it's not wise that I have 100% of my wealth in crypto. Let's also buy some ETFs. Let's also buy some stocks. And they they expanded their investment portfolio also to the other investment instruments. So they came for crypto, but they stay for the ETFs. So I think that these two worlds are actually coming closer and closer.